Good morning, friends. A few days ago, we celebrated the birth anniversary of one of India's greatest heroes, Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose. And to me, he still remains unsung. It is probably due to its extreme nature of action against our colonizers. Netaji strove that India could be free. But are we really free? In these turbulent times when the tide seems to be turning without warning, are we progressing, regressing, or just stationary? For centuries, India has been the cradle of cultures, traditions, scientific and mathematical advancements. Ours is an unmatched, incomparable, secular land where hundreds of religions originate, thousands of communities share base, and more than 1 billion people call home. Looking back, it is now 75 years since we gained our independence. My question was, are we really free? I feel that as people, we are free, but individually, we aren't. Each one of us is trapped by the attractions of our generation. It is no secret that in today's times, we are spoiled for choice. Take for instance a phone. Not more than 30 years ago, the only phones around were landline phones that were connected with wires. Our means of long-distance communication were fulfilled through letters or landline phones. One had to be patient since a letter would take a few days to few weeks before reaching its destination. Whereas the phone call to another city, state or country was an expensive affair. These days, we have a barrier of smartphones to choose from. Then again, you have rising slabs of quality and prices associated with these phones. How many amongst us are addicted to having our smartphones close to us? How many of us are hooked to certain apps and games? We need to ask ourselves this question on a daily basis. Yes, friends, technology is an amazing thing. But like they say, anything in excess can be harmful. I urge the future of this country, that is you, my fellow classmates and the younger generation specifically, to form good habits. It is an earnest request to parents who are hearing this. Please be mindful of your actions today, for they will affect our tomorrow. The children are the reflection of our parents and the families we come from. Enjoy technology in moderation. Do not let it take over your life. Instead, keep yourselves informed by reading the right literature, which may come in the form of books, newspapers, etc. A simple practice of reading can go a long way. By inculcating good habits such as reading, listening, and watching appropriate programs, we can influence others. These days, it is rare to find people greeting each other or using magic words like sorry, thank you, I beg your pardon, and so on. Somewhere down the line, we have all lost these good habits. These habits keep us human, or else we are no better than machines, devoid of feeling and emotion. We all need to envision what this country should be rather than what it is now. We need to decide soon and begin anew, not only for the sake of the country, but for the sake of the human race. We gained our freedom from our colonizers after a long struggle, only to be colonized again by the trap of our own doing. But it is never too late to change, and the time is now. I wish you all a very memorable Republic Day. Thank you.
नमस्कार, आदरणीय प्रधानाचार्य, मेरे सहकर्मी और प्यारे छात्रों, आप सभी को गणतंत्र दिवस की ढेर सारी शुभकामनाएं। 26 जनवरी ये दिवस हर भारतवासी के लिए खास है। 1950 में इसी दिन से हमारे देश का कारोबार दुनिया के सबसे बड़े लिखित संविधान के अनुसार शुरू हुआ। सदियों की ठंडी रात सुबह उठी, मिट्टी सोने का ताज पहन इठलाती है। दो राह समय के रथ का घर घर नाच सुनो, दो राह समय के रथ का घर घर नाच सुनो। सिंहासन खाली करो कि जनता आती है, कि जनता आती है। दिनकर जी की इन्हीं पंक्तियों के भांति देशवासियों ने गणतंत्र का जोर से स्वागत किया। फिर भी आज एक सवाल मन में रह कर उठता है। वीरों के बलिदान से, जनता के संघर्ष से और नेताओं के प्रयासों से हमें आजादी मिली, लेकिन हमने आजादी के लिए क्या किया? संविधानकार डॉक्टर बाबा साहेब आम्बेडकर, इन्होंने बहुत ही सुंदर बात कही थी। यह स्वतंत्रता हमें अपनी सामाजिक व्यवस्था सुधारने के लिए मिली है, परंतु क्या हम हमारी सामाजिक व्यवस्था सुधारने के लिए अपना पूरा योगदान दे रहे हैं? इस बात पर हमें गंभीरता से विचार करने की आवश्यकता है। यूरोप के नागरिक क्षेत्र के देशों की एक बात इन दिनों में काफी चर्चित है। कहा जाता है कि सामाजिक व्यवस्था पर वहां के लोगों ने विशेष ध्यान दिया है। फलस्वरूप आज वह प्रदेश दुनिया के सबसे खुशहाल धरती के रूप में माना जाता है। वहां के नागरिकों ने किया क्या? उन्होंने अपने आप को 10 नियमों में ढाला। यह 10 नियम उनके लिए एक मंत्र जैसा काम कर रहे हैं। तो देखिए ये 10 नियम क्या है। समाज में सब समान है, कोई खास या आम है यह सोचना नहीं है। संपत्ति ज्यादा हो या कम, दिखावा नहीं करना है। आपका ज्ञान दूसरों से भले ही ज्यादा है, फिर भी सीखते रहना है। यह नहीं मानना है कि मैं सबसे बेहतर हूं, सबको समझने का प्रयास करें। यह नहीं सोचना है कि शिक्षा पर मेरा ही अधिकार है, यह तो सबका हक है। सबसे समान व्यवहार करें। जन्म, योग्यता या उपलब्धि पर किसी से ईर्ष्या मत कीजिए। किसी प्राणी का मजाक मत उड़ाइए। सिर्फ दूसरों की राय नहीं, खुद को जानना आवश्यक है। उपलब्धियों का बखान नहीं करना है, बिना श्रेय लिए काम करना है। कहा जाता है कि यही 10 नियमों को अपनाने से नॉर्डिक क्षेत्र के लोग आत्मसंतुष्टि पर खरे उतरे हैं। हालांकि हमारी प्राचीन संस्कृति और संविधान भी सबसे बड़ा दम है, जिसमें दुनिया भर की खुशियां, आत्मसंतुष्टि हम आसानी से प्राप्त कर सकते हैं। इसके लिए हमें संविधान में लिखी हुई 10 बातों को अच्छी तरह से समझना है। समाजवाद, हम समाज में रहते हैं, समाज के प्रति कृतज्ञता की भावना होनी चाहिए। धर्मनिरपेक्षता, हमें सर्वधर्म समभाव की भावना होनी चाहिए। लोकशाही हमारी शासन पद्धति है, सभी लोगों को अपने अधिकार और कर्तव्यों का ज्ञान होना चाहिए। न्याय, अगर 100 अपराधी छूटते हैं तो भी ठीक है, लेकिन एक भी निरपराध को सजा नहीं होनी चाहिए। स्वतंत्रता, हर एक को अपना जीवन अपने ढंग से जीने का पूरा अधिकार है। समता, सभी देशवासी समान हैं, हमें समानता की भावना होनी चाहिए। राष्ट्र की एकता, प्रांत, भाषा अलग है, फिर भी राष्ट्र प्रेम का विचार एक होना चाहिए। राष्ट्र की अखंडता, बंधुता की भावना हमारे मन में होगी तो पूरे विश्व में हम संपूर्ण प्रभुत्वता संपन्न कर सकते हैं। अगर हम भारतवासी इन 10 बातों को बखूबी समझे और हमारे अधिकार और अपने कर्तव्यों का सही ढंग से उपयोग करें, तो यही 10 बातें हमारी खुशहाली के मूल मंत्र बन सकते हैं। उम्मीद है कि यह 10 मूल मंत्र विश्व विख्यात होंगे और हमारी लोकतंत्रात्मक शासन पद्धति दुनिया के लिए मिसाल बने। अंत में सिर्फ यही कहूंगा, मेरा देश पूर्ण रूप से स्वतंत्र है, क्योंकि यहाँ हर एक व्यक्ति गणतंत्र है। यहाँ हर एक व्यक्ति गणतंत्र है। जय हिंद, जय भारत।
Every nation has a message to deliver. a mission to fulfill, a destiny to reach. The mission of India has been to guide humanity. While I came across this quote from our nation's young patriotic monk and philosopher, Swami Vivekananda, I find that each word makes a lot of sense even today. Jai Hind and heartiest congratulations, my dear fellow beings, learners, and parents on India's 73rd Republic Day celebration. A day to commemorate and reminisce the enactment of the Constitution of India, which came into effect on January 26, 1950, and made our nation into a republic. Today, I stand here as a proud citizen when our nation in our capital city showcases to the entire world its achievements in various fields, be it the valor of our combined defense forces, parading with 16 marching contingents, 17 military bands, or fly past by the latest helicopters and other new additions in our defense system to safeguard the borders of our nation. Our cultural identity, unity in diversity, reflecting through 25 tableaux from different states, our advancing steps in the field of technology, and for the entire world, giving out a message of Buland Bharat ki Buland Tasveer. I request you all to witness this grand event today when it is streaming live at 10:30 a.m. and also as a continued part of Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav. While talking about being a republic, I personally relate it by forming an acronym. The R representing responsible citizens and the right attitude. E stands for educated, enlightened, and enthusiastic citizens who make a meaningful contribution in nation building. P stands for positive and progressive political structure, along with the passionate youngsters to pave the road ahead. U is for unity and diversity and uniqueness of its history, civics, and geography. B for the broad vision and balance between progress and nature conservation. L for love in our heart and to be all inclusive, and logic in our brain to be able to question everything which is incorrect and unacceptable on humanitarian grounds. I for being inquisitive and innovative to think differently, invent and implement new ideas beneficial for the upliftment of common people and solve the problems faced today and foreseen in future. C for both courage and care as an essential attribute of our individual personality. To my colleagues and our dear parents, I often say that let us build a habit of self discipline amongst our young learners. And when I say this, I mean and believe that self discipline begins with the mastery and the quality of our thoughts. If we don't control what we think, we cannot control what we do. And if we cannot control what we do, then we cannot control what we want to achieve in life. It is as clear as a crystal. I often hear our young learners talking about their rights, especially to the right of speech, right to freedom of speech, freedom of all kinds of expressions. But my dear friends, though it's very good to be aware of your rights, I would also like to quote these wise words of what the father of our nation, Mahatma Gandhi ji, expressed while talking about rights and duties. He said, "The true source of rights is duty. If we all discharge our duties, rights will not be far to seek. If leaving duties unperformed, we run after rights, they will escape us like a will o' the wisp. The more we pursue them, the farther they fly." At the same time, we need to understand that while talking about such freedom, we should never forget that everything comes within the boundary of the socially acceptable norms and behavior. Be it the thoughts you share, be it the language you use, be it the way you carry yourself. If you want to understand rights and duties better, start applying from the closest institution, your family. If you have the right to receive good amenities, good education, also take up small duties. It could be as small as switching off lights and other electrical appliances when not in use, participating in and preparing your family's annual budget, helping grandparents and parents in the daily chores, etc. Make your demand after evaluating them and not just because of the affordability criteria. Similarly, at school, come forward to create the SVM's constitution, your class specific constitutions. Stay updated with the country's current affairs, form objective opinions, debate, discuss, share your thoughts on the same. Leaving with you with these thoughts for today, I equally urge the adults who are around the young learners, observing them growing, to play their part effectively of molding, monitoring, and guiding this precious human resource of the future in the right direction and take our country towards its deserving, meritorious destiny. I once again congratulate you all on this occasion. It's our national festival. Do celebrate it with a wholehearted spirit. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.
Thank you, Madam Principal. Now, that was a very inspiring speech. I can't hear you. Jai Hind. All right, thank you. I would now request you to take a seat at the side over here where you see the chairs. So please take a seat. We have a short.
Don't ask kids what they want to be when they grow up. Ask them what problems they want to solve. This changes the conversation from who do I want to work for to what do I need to learn in order to be able to do that. Here are the patriots of SVM bringing their art to you.